disclose that Ed is a member of my board. Comment. And explained by the fact that she gives me guidance where we have to go. So we are at a bittersweet moment and at a crossroads, I think, for justice and democracy in Guatemala. I think having a truly democratic system is always a challenge. It's a day-to-day process. And some of the things that Kate and Wendy and Roxana have talked about show that building a democracy and the search for truth, justice, and accountability is a daily fight where sometimes we find ourselves in a very puzzling place, expecting that the democracy will deliver to all of us as equals and citizens, but encountering all the stumbling blocks where those that are elected to lead the government side with the perpetrators. And I think the work that has been done in the Inter-American system and the role of international human rights law is a role that buttresses, nourishes a lot of the good fights that we still have to deal with in Guatemala and in many other countries. Under international law and in the Inter-American system, there is a recognized right to truth, justice, reparations, these basic obligations that express the respect for the dignity and equality of all. However, judicial truth and justice have eluded most in Guatemala, leaving literally millions without answers. And given our experience in an institution that I lead, Sergio, working at the Inter-American system, I'm going to try to systematize some of the obstacles that have been highlighted by the Inter-American Court in the 17 cases that the court has decided on Guatemala for the search for reparations and redress for gross human rights violations. That information, and for the lawyers amongst us, is important. It's not for everybody, but they come from the actual judgments of the court and from a set of resolutions on implementation of the decisions or monitoring judgments. Some of the major barriers to justice as identified by the Inter-American Court in this set of cases include many structural issues that are still need to be overcome in Guatemala, including poor handling of evidence, a narrow scope of the prosecutorial investigations that sometimes doesn't take into account matters of human rights violations. Is what Wendy was describing so well about, how to investigate things that happen in a pattern with isolated investigation, for example, without taking into account there are structures that explain how these different incidents occur and what levels of accountability you have to go through to understand who was in charge of those. There's also an infamous abuse of the writ of amparo. Amparo is a very important institution, but it has been misused in Guatemala, and it was evidenced in the Mirna Mac case how pervasive it was as an obstacle for many of the criminal investigations. This malicious use of this figure, and so the court actually asked for a reform of the legal framework. That hasn't happened, and it's still a major problem. There are obstructions of justice that occur by not providing access to information held by the state. This is what Kate was referring to, and I think it's one of the most outrageous things that we've seen through different governments. It's like, really, how could it be that a democratic government is not able to release basic information that they have that could help us understand what happened and why, at least give the victims and family members some very basic answers. Then there's insufficient protection for parties of the litigation, members of the justice system, and primarily victims are very much on their own. There's not a system that actually is there, is able to effectively protect victims and family members, for lawyers, for prosecutors, for judges, and for witnesses. This is something very important to know. Then the intimidation of members of the judiciary, public smearing campaigns against defenders. We've seen that happening again and again, and the Inter-American Court has, for example, noted that in the cases of Bamaca Velasquez, in the case of Mirna Mac, lack of safeguards for the independence of the judiciary as well. How do you ensure that the judicial administration of justice system is able to decide according to the law and to the evidence put in front of it instead of being captured to different interests and pressure. The lack of an institutionalized system for the execution of judgments of the internal system is also a major obstacle. So some of these obstacles do not only define the landscape of denial of justice in Guatemala, but they have parallels in other countries. But what is truly remarkable in Guatemala is that for many, many years, where in a country where so many have been killed, so many have been able to get away with murder, especially at the higher levels. And this is why it is striking, hopeful, but still tentative that since 2009 we've seen some movement towards justice. And I think that I don't want to paint too much of a bleak picture of what's happening, because we're so actually depressed by the judgment yesterday, by the setback yesterday. But still, I think there is hope for some level of accountability in Guatemala if things are supported and we're able to get the members of the administration of justice system to judge according to the law and the evidence put in front of them, because there is obviously, as many of us say, a lot of evidence on the gross violations that were committed and on the genocide specifically. So the slow reversal of this historical trend of impunity started happening in 2009 with a set of decisions that included Jute, Edgar Fernando Garcia, Sánchez Carlito, Paredes Chehuen, the massacres of Plano Sanchez, some of the convictions in Los Aires. And the Rios Montt case is really interesting and in a way a bit more unusual, because it illustrates this slow reversal of this historical trend of impunity, but also it obviously is a case study in the obstacles that remain. And it is a bit unusual as well, because we've been able to go up in the level of authority of the people that are actually being processed. Unfortunately, as many of you might know, Guatemala's highest court has partially annulled the conviction and has set back the proceedings, and we still have to see what is going to happen next. This is probably going to be explored by the next panel. So what I would like to highlight is what are some of the reasons and the explanations for this movement forward and for some of these setbacks. I think the explanations are not linear or simple, but there are several factors that have actually weighed in what has happened in terms of movement forward on truth and justice in Guatemala, and I think part of that has been this courageous and persistent engagement by family members, victims, and human rights defenders that are not giving up and will not give up. Is the message. Whoever on the other side taking notes. A strategy that includes local and international steps, including the use of universal criminal jurisdiction and litigation before the International system. A strong group at the Ministerio Público headed by Claudia Paz, the establishment of a specialized system for dealing with gross violations, international support. I think the UN presence has been really key, and trial monitoring effort. I also think it's important to understand that the passing of time has also changed part of the landscape in Guatemala, and that should count for something. I have to go now, so in my 2 minutes that remain, I would like to say that I don't have time to go into a more in-depth explanation on how we see some of the positive changes and challenges, but there has been a synergy that was created amongst those actors that allowed those steps to be taken. I think the Jamaican court, and I can go into that with your questions, has been key in triggering, buttressing some of the efforts. And it has been a question of complementarity, but also synergy of the steps that have been done domestically and internationally. In the years to come, I think that some of these judgments of the court and the recommendations have shown a path for some of the institutional changes that still need to take place. I think it's important to support that route. And also, it has shown what are some of the necessary steps to secure those actors that enable justice, not only the administration of justice system, but also victims and witnesses and human rights defenders. And moreover, the lessons learned from litigating cases show that this broad, systematic engagement in the long term can create this synergy for structural change and for the judgments that we need to see in the years to come. So I would like to see that in this bittersweet situation that we are in right now, I still have hope, because I believe that we're sitting here today because there's a lot of interest in Guatemala. Victims and Guatemalan society does not have a choice. Many people really want truth and justice. Those people are unwavering, and we're with them. We keep on being with them, and we're going to try to be smart, but we want to keep you also engaged in this very worthwhile fight, because the road is not set. It depends on all of us.